So the NFL owners meetings are happening right now, and I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Like, there's just a lot of quotes and stuff that you'll see from like owners and the GMs, the coaches, right? You just see so much happening, trade speculation, all that stuff happening. And I just so happened to catch a quote from Jimmy Haslam talking about the current Cleveland Browns quarterback scenario. Scenario, whatever you want to call it. So there's a quote basically of him saying Deshaun Watson has a great chance to be the Browns starter. And I saw that and I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, we just went through a full season of people in the outrage with freaking Shadur Sanders not being the starter, right? Like, people were going absolutely nuts. And Shadur Sanders finally takes over. Shadur went out there and he played decent. He played decent, right? So now the owner is bringing Deshaun Watson back into the mix. And I remember seeing, like, right as the offseason started, I remember seeing, like, the owner just kind of saying stuff. You'd hear, like, things around the Cleveland Browns of maybe Deshaun Watson could be in the mix with Todd Monken coming over. I was like, interesting. But I was like, nah, I feel like Shadur would be probably, like, the main focal point. But the fact that he just recently said that in the owners meetings, and they're wrapping up literally today. Like, they're literally wrapping up today, if I remember right, what I looked up. And I'm like, dude, Deshaun Watson, dude, his whole time with the Cleveland Browns, we have not seen the same Deshaun Watson that we saw in 2020 with the Houston Texans. We haven't. 2020 Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Deshaun Watson was viewed as like a top 5 QB. He was absolutely insane. Myself, I loved Deshaun Watson. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this dude from Clemson is cold as hell, right? Up into his 4th year, I was like, this dude is cold as hell. Remember his rookie year when he came in? He's just going crazy. And then, of course, all the legal stuff comes up, all that, yada, yada, yada. Ends up getting traded to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns give up they give up the haul. They end up giving him a ton of money. I know you guys remember all the talk and all the people being upset with how much the Cleveland Browns ended up paying Deshaun Watson. Gave him record-breaking money. And then from 2022 to 2024, Deshaun Watson goes 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, along with his completion percentage really not being that good. So along with what I just said from the touchdowns to interceptions from 2022 to 2024, 3 seasons, 58.2 completion percentage, 61.4 completion percentage, 63.4 completion percentage. Like, he just was not playing good. Along with Deshaun Watson not playing good, he also could not stay out on the football field. And that's something with all athletes we talk about, especially the quarterback position. It matters for every other position. You need to be out there. You need to be available. I understand injuries happen. Shit happens. It's football. But at the QB position, you got to be somewhat available for your guys, right? You have to be. And we talk about it with JJ McCarthy. A lot of people talk about it with JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy, you know, some people have given up. Some people are like, hey, maybe there's still something there. But JJ McCarthy has to be available. He has to be out on the football field. They bring over Kyler Murray, right? Now it's like, oh, well, Kyler Murray's looking like the guy. Maybe JJ McCarthy's still in the mix, but he has to be out on the field. Along with him not just only playing good, he has to be out on the field. It's the same exact thing with Deshaun Watson. He's been injured, along with him just really not being able to capture the lightning that we witnessed with the Houston Texans. I have yet to see that Deshaun Watson with the Cleveland Browns. I think there was one game I witnessed it where I was like, oh, he kind of looks like his old self. But I'm talking 1 to 2 games, maybe. That's about it. And so there's some people, I'm sure they'd argue, they'll be like, well, he dealt with the injuries, yada, 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 this and that. I'm like, those two combinations, he needs to play better and he needs to stay healthy. I look at Shadur and I look at Deshaun Watson right now, and I'm like, I think Shadur has a slight edge on Deshaun Watson. Even Deshaun Watson's crazy past of like being that elite football player, top 5 QB. I'm like, Shadur has a slight edge on him, because I'm like, Shadur, yeah, I'm not saying he had some crazy, insane season. He didn't even really, you look at like statistically wise, it's like, he was all right. He's all right. Right? Like, people would dive into it. You look at the film, it's like, oh yeah, he has big play capability, and there's things he does need to work on. But I'm like, Shadur could be the starter. Like, he legitimately could get better under Todd Monken. But I do give him a slight edge over Deshaun Watson. Some people might think I'd be crazy to say that, but I'm like, yeah, I do give him the slight edge. But the Cleveland Browns coming out and saying this, they're going to do basically a QB competition between Shedeur. I doubt Dylan Gabriel is going to be part of the mix. I've been hearing that he hasn't even been like in the facility. It's just allegedly what I've heard, right? Like, but Shedeur, Deshaun Watson, open QB competition. Hell, man, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But all I know is if Deshaun Watson is the starter, they end up naming him the starter week 1, the media is going to lose it. As soon as they announce that, the media is going to go absolutely crazy. It's going to be something that we'll be talking about if it does end up happening. So we'll have to see. And if Deshaun Watson does end up being the starter, that dude owes it to the organization that literally gave out the hall for him, along with Cleveland Browns fans that have just been suffering ever since Baker Mayfield has not been the quarterback. He owes it to this organization and the fans to go out there and literally capture somewhat of the Deshaun Watson that we used to witness in the past. Something. I'm not saying 100%. Somewhat, like some percentage of the shit that we used to see, because currently the past 3 years with the Cleveland Browns, I haven't seen it. So I want to see it, and he owes it to them. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about this scenario. I think it's crazy. Like, I don't, honestly, it's really not that crazy, because if you look at the Cleveland Browns, just the way they operate, you look at them in the first of this past season, how they had so many QBs, it's really not that much of a shocker if we're being real. But I'd love to see the old Deshaun Watson play like he used to play. I would love to see that. That's why I'm saying he owes it to the organization and the fans especially. So we'll have to see. Offense is basically what's holding back the Cleveland Browns right now. It's not really their defense. Although we'll see with Jim Schwartz not being the DC, but that's a whole other conversation. But anyways, yeah, like I said, let me know down in the comments, let me know what you guys think about the scenario, Deshaun Watson possibly being the starter. And be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, man, appreciate you watching. It's your boy Shady Looking. I'm outie. Deuces.